All right, what is up, YouTube? M40 here. It is a little Market Watch special here. We've been going through our tin goodies here, and we've discovered two Regekis with no names, a Monster Reborn with no name, one Winged Dragon of Ra with no name, and two copies of no name Obelisk the Tormentor. Huh. I love me some misprints, as long as it's not as bad as the Zodiac Barrages from 2 years ago. Will be quite fine. Oh, without further ado, let's dig on into Market Watch, shall we? No, Europe, I haven't forgot about you guys. There literally just has been no time to actually film a weekend Market Watch. So this is a special Monday edition of covering the Megatins on the Euro side of the game. And I will say that, yes, we'll be doing a regular Market Watch tomorrow on Tuesday as well, as per regular scheduled request day. So you guys will see that thread up on Zodiac. Go ahead and request things. We'll cover more of the Megatins then, but this is the Megatins on the European side of the game right now. Just for a little bit of a reference check here. So we have German listings for all of these, by the way, all the way down to literally 12.50 euro each. And that's like 13 or about 14 USD. And then you literally hit it here. And then you start to kind of deviate down here at the English copies, the 12.62 mark. But the Germans are flooding this market. Like, this is crazy insane. You have your cheaper ones in between here. You can argue your dollars, but you are literally looking at pretty much a standard match across the board, basically looking at 13, 14 bucks as copies of these progress to the market, pretty much syncing up with the TCG market on this side of the equation. So yeah, Boral Swords, not that much different, just your pennies really deviate them. Now, this one is also interesting. So this has been bought out on the American side of the game. These were, what, $8 on release, and then they crept up really, really fast. And literally, the highest listings here on these are all the Italian copies, actually. Man, like, no German listing down here till the 12 euro mark, essentially, which is pretty crazy for $13. It basically syncs up with our market. But wow, all the German listings for these just kind of dipped out in between. Yeah, interesting enough though. So for the most part, if you're looking at English copies here, you're basically looking at about 13 USD on these, about 11.50 euro, which, okay, I think that's pretty okay for these, considering that this card just got bought out on the secondary market on literally both sides of the game. Literally, you see that jump there? Yeah, that's a good reflection of what happens when people see good cards. Now this one's an interesting one. Seeing this one actually shooting on up here is pretty interesting. Basically, you're looking at about 10 euro on Sneck right now. And this is pretty crazy. I mean, we should have known that Sneck and the danger cards that were once hard to get would start shooting up. And once again here, all these English copies, by the way. So I see that English is the cheapest one. You have the one German listing here at 10 euro. And then you start getting into the Italian ones at about 11 euro a piece. You're basically looking at like $12 on Snake. Interesting to see that, like, this is spiking up on this side here as well. But I mean, when you have a good generic draw engine like this, yeah, once again, good generic cards go up in price. I wouldn't be surprised to see things like World Legacy Succession eventually go up from this set. So that was interesting to note. Sky Striker Engage, these are also interesting in terms of value. I believe our copies here are cheaper than this. You're looking at $6.50 each, which is about $7 a piece on these. And then you start going up to about the $8 mark here. All across the board between English and Italian copies. You have that one stray down here at 7 euro, but seeing the price increase for this, I mean, this deck literally isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Yeah, you can argue that it might, but like I don't see it. Now, this is interesting. So the TCG side of the game, this card is like a solid $10, and there's no like deviating that. Well, I'm seeing all of these 6 euro a piece copies, literally all the way down here like 7. So yes, these are cheaper on the European side of the game. This was interesting. This definitely caught my attention, seeing that these are way cheaper than I think they actually should be. But the one global difference between our markets right now is the called by, and, well, yeah, and called by. Nessies. These are, I believe these are a little bit more in America than they are in Europe, by like $1, if that. We have €6 here, which is about $6.50 to $7, and we're pushing about $7.50 to $8 here. So, in terms of like discrepancy, yeah, these are a little bit cheaper, but I mean, these are all the German copies. You have the one English copy here, but yeah, it just we're about the same in terms of English copies, but other than that, yeah, just little abnormalities like that that are interesting. Trap Trick is also solidly matched up here for us, basically at $5 to $6 per copy, really depending. I do see that jump here. Literally, these are going to start touching the 7 USD mark via the €6, which is pretty crazy, actually. Like, considering that this card was like $35 for the longest time, spiked and then went back down, and the reprint came through, yeah, this is going up. Now, this is also interesting. So this card started getting eaten out on the American side because people wanted to play Pure Thunder. And I mean, it's also basically a higher rarity. So here we are. These pushing the $4 to $5 Euro mark. Just blip, eat your quantities. Grab what you want. But I'm just saying, higher rarity Thunder, things like that. Same thing with Colossus here. Pushing the €4 mark. It's an ugly reprint, but you know, I digress. I mean, it's not always that bad. Now, what else we got going on here? Nightmare Unicorn. These are solid €3 a piece. Basically $3.50 USD to about $4. So what I will say here is this is another one of those cards that should probably be worth more than it actually is. But here we are. These are so cheap. Cyber Dragon Zegers. These things are basically $3. It's going... That's interesting, I guess. Thunder Dragon Roar. So this is like $4 in America right now, and it's like nothing in Europe. This is also kind of interesting. I mean, yeah, they'll touch the $4 mark soon enough, but kind of cheap. This is another one of those cards that should be way more money than it actually is, considering that these were pushing the $10 mark for the longest time. Now we're $2. Don't be surprised to see World Legacy discussions go up, especially hello €2 mark. Bigfoot's $1.65. About 2 USD. These are about the same globally. Nightmare Phoenix, 150s, by the way. Not bad. It's not amazing. Danger Chupacabras, 140s. Alright, so that's pretty cheap. So this is cheaper in Europe. These are pushing the $4 to $5 mark in the USD as of making this video. And you're looking at $120 each on these. A little under $150 for conversion. $1.65 on these. Another one of those differentiating buyouts between globes. Gotta love it. I also think that this card is way cheaper than it actually needs to be. I wouldn't be surprised to see these go up. And see, I'm looking at that consistent $2 variable here all across the thing. I wouldn't be. This card deserves to be $3 for the way it looks. Like, it's one of the best secret rares in the set. Red Reboot, same thing. €110. These are very cheap. I will say that. I expect these to also go up over time. So that's interesting. And then Vampire Suckers are €1 a piece. Alright, 10 promos. So, some things I was seeing here, and this really caught my attention. These things are basically €8 a piece for the most part. And that's almost $9, ladies and gentlemen. What? Literally one of these, you've basically made back half of your money. Look at that globe here, just straight shoot there. I didn't actually think that these would go up as much as they are, but they're echoing up relatively high, actually. Good job, European market. You destroy this card's value. Dark Ruler No Mores. These are we're about $5 across whichever market you want on these. I don't see no real change in these. Like, we're pretty much synchronized. Ragekis, $1.50 to $2. That's pretty much the same. Thank you for the good staple. We needed that reprint. Dimension Shifter, these things are about $1. I don't think this card is ever going to see much play, honestly. Monster Reborn, 45. Imagine if this was the OCG art in secret. Ugh. Sliffers, I think collector's cards like this are always worth picking up, but just depends on the price. They're really cheap. Same thing with the gods. Gotta love the collector's market. The Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. These things are 60 cents over there. Like $2 here. Obelisk Tormentors, 50 cents, basically. Red Eyes, same thing, chump change. Palladium Oracle Mana, I'm going to just pick up tons of these because waifu. Same thing with this, pick these up. They're going to go up. Beautiful art. Same thing with the Exodia. Collector's Market loves these things on our side of the game. And nobody cares about this thing. This is why these are cheap. Well, that wraps up our European Market Watch. Really interesting price differences, actually. I'm a little bit shocked for the most part. But, alas, what do you guys think? Please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And well, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.